for me, I have a client who's, I do massage. I have a client whose wife had it 4 years ago, and I told her, I was like interested in it, and she said she'd had it 4 years ago, and I didn't even know that about her at the time. And she was like, look, if you call doctor, my doctor, and she's like, she says, I bet he can have you in there in like 3 months. And I was like, whoa, really? In 3 months I could be like, my life could be changed. And so I called him, and literally from beginning to the end, it was 2 months and 1 week. And I was on the surgeon's table. And I know that if I hadn't talked to her, and if she hadn't, convinced me that her life, I would ask her questions like, are you okay? I mean, like, are you able to eat? Do you regret it? It's been 4 years. Do you ever, like, I mean, I would ask her every question in the world that people ask me. And she just convinced me that my life would be okay after the surgery. And she was right. So I went ahead and did it. My husband was not necessarily, he thought, why don't we just do one more diet? And just, anybody who's been overweight for a long time has been on 10 million diets. And I was just like, I mean, I was about to snap. I was just like, no, 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 no. I'm not doing another diet. I've been on a diet for 20 years. I don't care. I don't want to do this. This is not happening anymore. I can't do this. So I basically just barreled ahead and went for it. Joel was nervous, but because he's supportive and kind and sweet, he let me go for it. And I know that he thought that maybe it would be hard, because, I mean, when I was dieting, I would get upset and I'd be like, I want a cookie, or, I would just be like, I want a pizza, or, when I was on a diet and we were counting calories, it was like, I'd get really pitiful, and he talked me down off a ledge, and and so I think in his mind, like, what's he gonna be able to say to me when, like, literally he has to say, you cannot have that because your stomach is done that way. I mean, it's one thing to talk somebody off of a ledge when it couldn't actually harm them. I mean, like, when you're overweight and you haven't had the surgery, you go pig out at a Chinese restaurant and, kill a bunch of lo mein and rice and da-da-da-da-da, you're going to feel bad about it, but you're not going to, be doubled over and sick. Well, I think my husband was kind of concerned, and there's Moxie making her appearance. I think he was concerned that, like, this would just be like, he'd have to be like, you can't have that, just period. But, I think what he saw, the way I did it, I stayed in a hotel the night before, and I stayed with my mother the first week. I didn't let my husband watch me suffer. I didn't let him see me in the hospital suffer. And I didn't let him see me struggling to figure out how to eat the week after. Because, it's interesting in the beginning. I mean, trust me, it's totally doable, and it's so worth it. But I didn't let him watch me struggle. And then when he picked me up, after 1 week, I had already lost 14 pounds. So I was already looking better. And I'd already figured out how to eat. So basically, all he's seen is that I'm not hungry, I'm not miserable, and I don't beg for things, and basically it's really easy to feed me. I mean, if we got to eat, I just pinch a little off of his, and that's it. So, my husband is very secure. I mean, I could go, if I wanted to tonight, I can go bowling and go to Hooters with my best guy friend and hang out with him while my husband goes to bed. He doesn't care. We don't have jealousy in our relationship. I would never cheat on him. And I don't even, that doesn't even have to be said. I would never cheat on him. So basically my husband's always secure. He doesn't, he doesn't have to worry about where I've been, or he doesn't ask me crazy questions like what you've been doing and all that. He just trusts me. Anyway, cover up the cat. Anyway, I don't know. I think a lot of big girls settle for relationships because they're overweight and they feel like they can't do any better. And I know that I used to have a boyfriend who was really big, and if I'd lost weight, that would have ruined our relationship. He even would say, I would talk about the surgery, and he'd be like, well, you're going to lose a bunch of weight and just leave me. And I think that if your spouse or somebody is saying you're going to lose a bunch of weight and leave me, that's already a bad sign. I mean, that's just, you need to get counseling or talk about it, be real about it, and be real with yourself. I mean, if you get better looking, and you know, there's a chance that you want something better in your life because you took something that wasn't exactly what you wanted, then yeah, you've got to deal with the fact that, you know, you're going to have opportunities to do better. So if you didn't choose well the first time, then yeah, there's going to be probably a propensity to want to do better. I'm very fortunate. I've actually had a family member think that maybe, you know, I'll lose the weight and leave Joel. To be honest, Joel would be a good catch if I was a supermodel, and I just want to say that. Joel would be a perfect catch regardless of my current circumstances. He's wonderful, and I love him very, very dearly. So anyway, that's what my husband. I don't ever talk about him because this is always about weight loss surgery stuff, but you guys feel free to ask questions. It's all good. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.